So we're going to start off with font formatting. So we'll show you how to change fonts, how to change the size, and a little bit about bold, italic, and underline. Now, for this exercise, I'm actually going to show you one of the drafts for an old assessment that I submitted in for another topic. Now, for copyright purposes, it's not the full assessment, but let's take a look. So what you're looking at now is an example of my assessment. Now, so that you can have a bit of a play around with it as well, I'll have this same document available in the link below, so that you can try this yourself. Now, font you can actually find in this area over here. This area here is actually called a ribbon. Now, in the font ribbon, you'll see this drop box here. Now, this drop box is a variety of different fonts. So your most common font known as Arial, which you can see here. You'll see a whole heap of different fonts that have a different style, giving a different look. Now, normally in administration, you wouldn't have things like fonts such as these. Now, if you want to change the font of the area, this part here is the title for my essay. So ideally I'd probably want to change the font to something a little bit more appropriate. So I'm going to go with Arial Rounded Empty Bold. And there you go. Now, another aspect from this font ribbon that you'll see is that you can change the size as well. Now, normally with headings, you get a different size. So I'm going to change the size. Now, notice how when I change my mouse, when I put my mouse over each number, the size changes with it as well. So for this one, it's set it to 11, so I might just change it to maybe 14, just to make it look a little bit more tidier. Now, other things that you can do to emphasize points in when it comes to font, your most common thing is bold. So I'm going to have a look here. Now, this part here is actually the question to my assessment. Now, if they wanted to emphasize a certain question, they might go and select this area, make it bold, and then maybe this part as well. So notice just by having it bold, it kind of stands out as to what's being asked here now. So before, this is what it looked like before, the question, and this is what it looked like after. So you notice how just by having bold, it makes that much of a difference. Now, another point that can be made through emphasis are things like bold and italic. Italic and underline. So instead of bold, maybe we could do an underline, or maybe we want to make it just that much more recognizable. And there you go. Now, another aspect here, it's commonly used for quotes as well, is italics. So let's see if I can find a quote in here. So Ganda Project. So normally when you do discussions in your writing, you would normally see in italics to show a quote. So for this one, I might change it to italics. Now, italic, notice how it changes. So I'm going to click on it again, and that's italics. So that's just part of your part of the font ribbon. Other things you'll see in here will include changes in colors, or even highlighting or shadowing. Have a look at the document below you and see if you can do the same thing as well.